Hi everyone, and yes, we are back again on Streamdorm Weekly, and I remain my humble self, the crown, and I'm here live with my co-host.
Adedayo, I'm still here, never stop being here, and always will be here.
Before we delve into the main for today, I'd like to first of all send our sincerest condolences to the family of one of Nollywood's talents that just passed on in the person of Nkechi Nweje. I'd like to say, may God be with the family and just be their shelter. So moving on, first off, we have the Industrial 2 trailer coming out. The trailer has already been released actually, and now we are waiting for the official release. And moving on to the next one, Jonathan Mayors and Meagan reportedly had a secret marriage, and that's where I want us to start our discussion for today. So I want to ask if or what my co-hosts think about this kind of thing.
Basically, what I think is just straightforward. Jonathan Majors in the past few months or even up to a year, but right now he had like a whole career setback where it was in this whole what's this word between himself and his ex-girlfriend where he had to go to court and he had to even pay some fine, and it's lucky he's not even in prison because there wasn't like any evidence substantial enough to say that what she did, what he was accused of, he actually was found guilty because there's the evidence and there's the what exactly happened. So he still had to pay for, I think it was for some damages or so. And recently, I'm seeing like a audio. They said that they found one audio recording confessing what he did. And to be honest, I don't really want to have like any, actually, like, any investment in to what happened. And as for the whole career setback in Marvel had to fire him. Some other projects of him were cancelled, and right now he's trying to gain his foot because he's a very good and talented actor. So a lot of people are trying to at least bring him into their project. And right now we have Michael B. Jordan. He said that he has no issue. He's going to work with. He wants to work with him in future projects like Creed 4. So the whole marriage happened March 18, and what he has done and what he has been accused of, she chose to be with him. So they are forever. Like what I always say when it comes to marriage is it's your choice, it's your forever. So whatever happens, it's going to be their choice.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you because I think the whole accusation and accuse of a thing must have been like a really good factor to actually have that kind of wedding with his partner, even though she also is an actress. For people of their status and affluence, one would expect they would have like an elaborate wedding or something. I think in the days of social media where we are in now, I think that's something uh, some people would find really interesting too and try to inculcate into their living off social media. The fact that you are celebrities doesn't mean you have to have a wedding whereby everyone is talking about it and everyone is giving their opinion about the marriage and all that. So moving on, Moana 2 gained 27.3 million views worldwide on its first 5 days of streaming on Disney Plus, and that's very massive because when I watched Moana 1, it's actually expected. I think I would say it's expected because Moana 1 for me was really an intriguing cartoon, even though I can I can't even really remember the number of times I had to rewatch Moana. I watched it over and over again. So when it was announced that it too is coming out, I was really anticipating it and looking forward to see what it was going to be about, what the storyline would be, and everything. So I think there are millions of people out there that felt the same way too, and I think that's why it had to garner such numbers in just 5 days of streaming on Disney Plus. Another one here is Captain America: Brave New World has surpassed 400 million globally. Yeah, that's a big one because the film budget had 180 million budget. So another thing here is Radio Voice. Radio Voice, the trailer has been released, and we have a reaction on that, reaction on the trailer on our YouTube channel, Streamdorm. If you can go and watch it, just watch it and see what we think and how we reacted to the release of the trailer. On music, Ruga upcoming album Blow Boy Rule features Davido and Wizkid. And right now, when we mention the big three and we say Davido and Wizkid are like all over Africa, these guys are uh superstars. They are superstars now, and they are like big sensation in the African music industry as a whole. And we can't really say we don't notice or we don't know what is between these guys. Like there is a an industry beef between these guys, and Ruga bringing them together in one album, Blown Boy Rule. It's really something huge and something we look forward to. So, Adedayo, what do you think about this?
I think I've said this before. Both Davido and Wizkid, as long as they've not their so-called beef has not gotten into a personal battle with each other where where they're calling each other out on a more personal level, whatever it is they are doing. From my own point of view, it's just a stunt. The David, I think, was it not towards Wizkid album drop, it was calling out the video. Then it dropped the album. Though Wizkid is a big star, so obviously each views and each listen that he had on the song, it's expected. But the entire beef, even till now, they are not even addressing the beef. So it just feels like a PR stunt. And during the incident that happened to Davido last year or last 2 years with his son, may so rest in peace. Wizkid was one of the few people and one of the closest people to Davido that was checking up on him, calling him every day, and trying to see how to comfort him. So even if Wizkid out of nowhere or Davido out of nowhere decide to they call out each other, they will understand that, oh, it's something that's happening, so there's not going to be a big deal. So let's say, for instance, Wizkid now go as far as saying, oh, this thing that happened to your son is your fault, blah blah blah. Then that's now on a personal level. Then we know that, okay, whatever is happening to them is is whatever is happening to them is a real thing. And as for the album, this is just a good thing for Buga. People want to listen to Davido. People want to listen to Wizkid. There's also Damian Marley on the song. There's Tiwa Savage, there's Cranium, there's Lantern, there's Ben. So this is like a conglomerate of stars that is here to produce something that is obviously going to be beautiful. Knowing Wizkid, knowing Buga, knowing his talent. So this is something that I would expect nothing less from Buga, and I would expect a great music as soon as the album drops.
You know, one funny thing when you mentioned some people are going to listen to Davido, some people are going to listen to Wizkid. Something I had a feeling came to me that this could also even create kind of competition between the fans, and this would really promote his album too. You know, in the sense that some people will be like Davido's verse in the album was better. Other people will be like, okay, Wizkid's verse on the album was better. You know, this kind of competition and those kind of things would make the album trend, and thereby leading to a great number of streams and all. So I think it's a good one for him. We have another big one here. Anaskra by famous Pluto hit number 2 on Spotify Nigeria top song charts. Another one here is Davido and Omale to headline 2025 Kula Cafe Festival. The date for the festival is June 27 to 29 at Osihmen Park, Brussels, that's in Belgium. So Doechie's Anxiety debut at number 13 on this week's Billboard Hot 100, and this Anxiety song is actually expected of the song. I said that because there's no way I would enter my TikTok now and just scroll and I won't come across a video that's using that sound. And with meet in person has been a pushing factor by this video of him, a clip from one of the videos he made during like in the 90s where he was dancing, and this the video is really going around now, and I know most of us must have come across that video, and people are trying to recreate it using the sound and everything. So, and judging by her other songs and actually winning a Grammy at the previous Grammy, I think she releasing this kind of song is expected to actually do like really well. So Dayo, what do you think?
The interesting thing about music, especially music that blues to a more mature audience and even the younger ones, there is this sense of nostalgia in that particular song. And interestingly, the song also had a sample. That a sample of somebody that I used to know. It has a sample of this what's her name? Goatee or Gotye. So those kind of sound brings in the nostalgia, and once you hear the song it gives you that feeling of I've heard the song before, and it's a new thing. And surprisingly, even for me, and I believe so many people, it's only the beginning of the song that they've not heard the parts where Doja rap, they've not heard them into the main. Even to me, like it's still the beginning, because of it's a very famous sound and it brings that nostalgia from people. So the numbers that is going to break, it's obviously expected. And Doche is a very talented rap artist, and I just wish her all the best in her career moving forward.
Yes. So moving on, Kumi Arike on longest run at number one song in 2025. That's another song that has really been doing well now in 2025. It has been like on top charts for at number one for about 19 days or so before it came back to second, and currently it's on number one again. That's one song that has like blown up the social media, and many content creators are using the sound to recreate content, mostly on TikTok and other social media platforms.
Let me chip in this real quick. This is something I've said on my status on wherever platform it is I have. If you are an upcoming artist and you are not using social media, you are not marketing your song either by through an influencer that is in your circle, through a blogger or through a media platform, something, you have to market your song. People are feeling that they are too big for the market. They are too big to be marketing. I can't be paying you 5,000 naira just to promote my song, and maybe you will not give you. I don't want to pay you this money to use my so. Like, if you don't spend your money, how do you expect your song? The funny thing about music is that before you gain profits, you have to spend lots of money. The profit for music is not the streams. The money for, oh, you are paying for streams, you are trying to all those small listen to my song. That's still investment. You are not getting, oh, how much you spent 100,000 naira on marketing one particular song. The what you get is just $20. You think $20 is the same thing as 100,000 naira? It's not the same. Even if you end up making, let's say, $100, that is still not a profit. The money that is left is still not a profit, because you are still going to market. Where the marketing comes from is the performance. This is why artists will release a song, they will go on tour 1 year, they are still in that era, performing from one show to one show to one show. You think Tems album, she had released the album since a long time ago, she had not dropped a new song, she's still performing from one side to one side. Then another thing is your feature. Once someone feature you, that is where you get your money from. So as an artist and an upcoming artist, we're always here to help, and it's something that will keep on pushing. Promote your damn music, don't be a fool, promote your music. So that was what I have to say for the music session.
I agree with you on that, because some artists they actually have the talent, but they refuse to promote themselves, and that's something that's really, really appalling. Because recently, I don't know if you know this guy. What is he called? Uh, Tolibian. You must have come across him on TikTok, because the way that guy is actually promoting his song Ramadan has been something that every FYP, you when you are scrolling, you must come across his music, a video that has his music on it. And recently, Don Jazzy posted a video of him doing like a dance to the music, and he captioned it na artist wey gree promote himself na we dey like support. That's something. You have to promote yourself for people out there to actually know that, okay, this guy has this talent, this girl has this talent for singing and for music. That's something we should actually really take seriously. Moving on to sports, Eric Chell, that's the new manager for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, had his debut match on Friday, and it was an awesome match. It was an awesome playoff that was a great match that led to Nigeria gaining 3 points on the World Cup qualifier stage, beating Rwanda at home to 2-0, and Osihmen scoring a brace. So it was really an awesome debut for him, and we are actually looking forward to seeing more great things from him, because Nigeria has another game coming up this Tuesday, and that will be his second match in charge of Nigeria as a national club, as a national team. Sorry, we are actually expecting more from, and a lot from him, because even himself said it after the match that they can actually do better even after the win against Rwanda. He's expecting more from his team and from himself as a coach. So Dayo, what do you have to say about this before we just round it up?
This is a big congratulations to the Ivorian coach, Eric Circle Chile. I can't pronounce the name very much. What I just want so far from the Super Eagles is simple: run faster, score more goals, and at least let the support. If even though they are not much in the stadium or the people are not screaming your name, play the same way you play for other team outside of the country. Play the same way inside the country. Score more goals. Try to be more agile. You guys are the best in terms of what you are doing. Aside from Salah, the Nigeria is the best. You are everywhere in the entire Europe. We are everywhere in Turkey. We are everywhere. So I believe that we can do better, and big ups to the coach.
Okay, that's right. Because on Tuesday we're actually having another match against Zimbabwe. That's on Tuesday the 25th. We expect the turnout to be great too, and the audience go cheering the coach and his team up to actually probably win another game at home. They will be playing it in Uyo, and we expect the Nigerian fans to actually turn out in their numbers and support the team. So that brings us to the end of today's podcast on Streamdorm Weekly. And before we leave, I would like my co-host, if he has any word of encouragement, anything to actually take note of. We are in a new week, things to do, not to do.
The word is simple. Put yourself out there, and if you don't put yourself out there, nobody's going to put yourself out there. If you think anyone cares about you, are lying. Anything can happen to you tomorrow, and the next day, people are going to live out their day. So if you don't put yourself out there, you don't put in the work, just forget about it, because there's nothing anyone can do. It's people that promote themselves is who they promote. If you don't promote yourself, nobody's going to promote you. If you don't cheer for yourself, nobody's going to cheer for you. And secondly, I would say follow and subscribe to our platform, our newsletter. There is this war against AI we are trying to fight. If you go to Google and you search for anything, the first thing you're going to see is AI scrap, and you're always going to see selected news platform being promoted first. And we as an upcoming media platform, we want our platform to be put first. So what are we going to do? We are going to move to utilizing our audience on other platforms, which led us to start our newsletter. So very soon we are going to be releasing issues of our newsletter weekly, the same way we are releasing issues of our podcast weekly. So subscribe to our platform, follow us on our platform, YouTube, podcasting, social media, and also sign up to our newsletter at streamdorm.com.
Yes, you've heard it, guys. Sign up to the Streamdorm newsletter that will be dropping weekly on www.streamdorm.com. You can subscribe with your email to our newsletter. We expect you to do that. Thank you, and God bless you, and do have a wonderful week.